All right, so it's day 7, walking back home. No, I'm not gonna take the shortcut. Just almost having to say that out loud, that I'm gonna take the shortcut. That was enough to activate my brain. Nah, hold myself a little more accountable than that. It's not worth it. Anyway, so day 7 is called Reorientation. The theme is harvest from the week. Prompt, what small direction feels truest right now? With the action step being, choose one modest next step for the following week. Maybe one exploratory call, one short offer, or a day to prototype a key to everything element that becomes the bridge from reflection into motion. What am I thinking about that? Bridging reflection and motion. Man, that's a brain full. I gotta be honest, while I was at the gym, I'm kind of thinking about this in a different way. And then before I left, I sat down and scribbled some notes into my notepad. So let me see if I can read some of them because it's my honest thoughts. And so here we go, motion. So my honest thoughts, these are just notes that were kind of gonna drive how I thought about things a little bit later. And the first note is feeling the anxiousness of needing to produce and perform more. My current state is deeply uncomfortable because I feel like I desperately need to make up for lost time and feeling a little bit guilty about not doing enough work to this point. Especially because in this moment, I'm stepping up the activity so much more and I'm getting so motivated and excited in the process. And it's just the way the brain works sometimes, at least mine does, where I'm excited about the motion and what I'm doing now and then being a little bit judgmental about what I hadn't done before. A little judgmental about having a particular system, way of life, and process that could just keep me on my game all the time and not being on my game. Having a series of things take me out, allowing those excuses to, allowing my emotions, my feelings. That's how I'm talking to myself, allowing. When the reality is I've gone through a tremendous growth experience. I'm still in it. And focusing on being grateful for that experience is where I want to be. But it doesn't change the fact that my brain sometimes goes back to and has a habit of being judgmental, not so gentle, wanting to tell myself the narrative of failure, wanting to continue to create past failures in the present tense, bring them back to now and re-experience them all over again by beating myself up for not doing the thing a long time ago or not doing the thing yesterday. And so that's me just being honest about how I felt as I thought about rounding out these 7 days. I was thinking to myself, man, there were so many moments of victory and awakening, but it's only been 7 days and some of those challenges that drove me into this are still there. I still have very real life concerns, real life issues, personal, emotional, social, relational, financial, professional, entrepreneurial, real life issues that I'm still contemplating. And maybe that's just the issue, that I continue to see them as issues, make them present. They only exist in my head. And that's kind of true of all of these issues. We just continue to create judgments about ourselves, negative moments. We negatively interpret and perceive things that don't have a judgment to them at all. They were neither good nor bad, they just are. And we choose to tell ourselves a story or a narrative where we're a fallen hero, or worse, a villain. Someone that we've resigned ourselves, a villain maybe resigned to eternal struggle. Anyway, that's the truth about where I am and where I see things in this moment. What else did I write? Oh, another thing. Because I've been chronicling this, I've been getting more serious about producing content and capturing content. And so maybe in part because of the guilt of needing to stay in motion and do more, I'm also kind of pushing against a little bit the need to contemplate more, the need to spend time in thinking and let the answers reveal themselves because they're already here and I can access them in the silent, versus just wanting to outwork it some more because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to hustle and grind. And if I just do more stuff, if I spend more time distracted by making edits to making the 55th edit to some piece of content, then I feel like I'm doing something. It feels more satisfying, feels more validating. And part of it is pushing against that, recognizing that I'm forging a new identity and reimagining and reemerging as someone who's awakened from the need to seek such constant external validation and external approval, even the approval of myself because I can knock out more tasks on a task list, or when there is nothing to be done because I feel guilty that I hadn't done enough, creating distracting work for myself, and then taking myself out of the present moment where I'm no longer present for my children, or present for my family, present for the work, present for the creative moment, present simply to listen to the answers that I already have. And so one of the things I'm really I just noticed today, I don't think it's endemic or what have you, but it's something I just noticed, and that was during times when I could just be dialing in on being very reflective and introspective, I was busying my brain with the idea of producing something, busying my brain with getting ready to produce another video, jumping into ChatGPT looking for a series of content that I could put out that could drive traffic to something. When the reality is that the something that I want to drive traffic to is unfolding in real time, and I'm being the something, and being comfortable with and safe with the notion, accepting, acknowledging that I just need to continue to be. I need to continue to be the product. I need to continue to experience life, document that as the product, and let the rest take care of itself. Trust the process, and the process is all that there really is anyway. We're all a part of the process. We're all a series of processes that make day-to-day life on Earth unfold. We're all a part of this universe, and our lives are a lot of unfolding, and me getting comfortable with letting go, so to speak, surrendering to the notion that things are going to work out and that I'm exactly where I need to be, and that if I can trust in who I am and simply build upon that, the only thing I need to do is be me. Trust that I am enough. Trust that I'm valuable and worthy, and that there's value in just being. And trust that I don't need to seek validation or approval of that value anywhere outside of knowing that being is inherently valuable. Life itself is inherently valuable. See, do I have any other notes? I covered that. Tracking some words that just came to mind. Words, themes for maybe all of the things that I'm feeling. Some of these may be thoughts and not really feelings or emotions, but I wrote them down anyway. Appreciative, resolved, committed, ignited, nervous, impatient. One of the phrases that I wrote down was that I'm pushing against seeking immediate gratification and approval. I think I've said that. Wanting immediate gratification for everything that has happened, and for the little bit of reflection I've done. Wanting to have the full, clear strategy of the business in place as a result of that war with, what am I doing? Am I building a business, or am I building me? I know the answer. Pushing against judging myself personally. Pushing against curating to performing. Pushing against performance and polish versus vulnerability and authenticity. So that was the 7 days. This week I haven't thought about the one thing, if you will, that I want to do. Actually, I guess the one thing that I want to do is take the culmination of everything that I've discovered about myself, as well as things that I've just confirmed that I already knew about myself. Taking some of those things and reflecting upon where and how others might be experiencing the same thing, and being explicit about where and how the key to everything, and me in particular, how I can serve as a bridge for people, where the business, where the concept, the framework, maybe the content itself can serve as a bridge, where people's lives could legitimately be transformed as a result. And it's just one small step, just like being able to articulate all of my own worries into archetypes, avatars, personas, if you will, for others, you maybe, who may also have similar worries or concerns, and maybe trying to package, if you will, exactly what I'm personally doing to manage or deal with some of those challenges, internal concerns or issues. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. I'm good, man. Maybe package some simple steps, things that I could give away for free because it legitimately helps people, while also thinking about things that make sense for commerce. I really do believe that So many of us in the world are dying for a sense of value, and like the workforce, the economy definitely doesn't make us feel valuable. All of the digital transformation efforts happening in organizations are all about technology and the value of innovation. These abstract things that center the machines and the processes and the policies and don't center the human beings who have to make all of those policies turn into value and profit products, as well as make a life from that. And so, I don't know, this week it's just maybe taking the first step to bridging the similarities between my personal development into themes and archetypes and personas and avatars for many people who experience the same thing. And even a clear avatar where I could say every human being experiences all of these. That's probably where I'm going. Anyway, I walked a little bit slower today, and it's more light outside, so you can see me. It's day 7, key to everything. Stick with me.